Australia has a huge coastline and one of the biggest marine areas in the world to patrol and protect. From illegal fishing to attempts to smuggle people, guns and drugs, this is the front line for Australian Customs. Customs is a key member of the Border Protection Command. The Command is a customs and defence-led partnership designed to ensure that any threat to Australia's maritime assets and coastline can be quickly detected and defeated. Customs protects Australian waters around the clock using aircraft, vessels, satellites and state-of-the-art technology. Australia might be a remote island, but that doesn't mean it is isolated from a range of criminal and terrorist threats. Increasingly, foreign fishing vessels are looking to Australian waters for their next catch. Fishing mainly for highly lucrative shark fin and trochus shell, the activities of these boats threaten the sustainability of Australia's fishing industry and the livelihood of some coastal communities. In addition to this, Australia has been seen as an attractive destination for people smuggling, despite the hazards of an open ocean journey. Australia's neighbouring countries have been used as staging points for these people smuggling operations. And our long, remote coastline can be appealing to crime syndicates trying to land drug shipments using vessels small and large. Protecting our border against these and other threats is a big job. Australia has 36,000 kilometres of coastline and an offshore maritime area of nearly 15 million square kilometres. Customs plays its part in the Border Protection Command by providing surveillance from the air and response on the water from the tropical north of Australia to the icy waters of the Southern Ocean, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Surveillance planes ensure that the Border Protection Command knows what's going on around our vast coastline. To cover this area without planes would be impossible. Customs provides this surveillance capability through Coastwatch. Working closely with other elements of the Border Protection Command, including defence, fisheries, immigration and quarantine, Coastwatch works to detect any border incursions. The Coastwatch fleet includes specialised aircraft and helicopters equipped with visual and electronic surveillance systems. The Dash 8 aircraft used by Coastwatch can fly several times a day and remain airborne for many hours. Customs also has a dedicated long-range helicopter, which enables officers to respond more quickly to reported landings by foreign vessels in remote locations. Every week, Coastwatch flies about 400 hours looking for illegal activity in Australian waters. They operate out of 4 Australian bases: Broome, Darwin, Cairns and Horn Island in the Torres Strait.
The work we do, I think, is very important. An illegal fisherman can clean a reef of sharks and fish within less than a week, and a boat carrying illegal drugs or illegal immigrants can travel hundreds of miles in a day. And there's so much area of sea around Australia that it'd be impossible to survey all of that by boat. So aerial surveillance is the only way to go.
Any suspicious vessels or activity spotted by planes or satellite are reported to the 24-hour Border Protection Command National Surveillance Centre in Canberra, the nerve centre for coordination. From here, the activities of Coastwatch aircraft and Customs patrol boats are coordinated together with the Navy's patrol boats and Air Force surveillance planes. This includes regular aerial and sea patrols by Customs vessels and Coastwatch aircraft to help secure Australia's offshore oil and natural gas installations. Aerial surveillance by Coastwatch planes and helicopters is backed up by the Customs National Marine Unit fleet of patrol boats. The main job of these patrol boats is to shadow, intercept and board suspicious vessels. They provide a strategic presence all around Australia's coastline, responding to potential and actual threats wherever they occur. The 8 armed seagoing boats patrol out to and sometimes beyond Australia's 200 nautical mile limit. They carry 2 high-speed response vessels that can be rapidly launched from a moving patrol boat. These patrol boats are Customs' frontline defence against the threat of drug and people smuggling, counter-terrorism and foreign fishing boat interceptions.
Any number of tasks in a maritime environment can fall to the Marine Unit. One of the 2 key things that keeps us very busy is operations against foreign fishermen in the north of Australia, and of course we're also contributing to Defence's operation to counter illegal arrivals in our offshore territories.
Increasingly, Customs patrol boats are being called on to intercept illegal foreign fishing vessels in Australian waters. Customs has been given additional resources to tackle head-on the problem of illegal fishing. Customs officers are required to deal with any situation they encounter, day or night. This can include aggressive or evasive tactics by foreign fishing vessels to prevent their boats being boarded. Our proximity to other countries means that it does not take some foreign boats long to get in and out of our waters. The Border Protection Command needs to be swift to counter this potential threat. Large foreign fishing vessels, known as ice boats, capable of freezing large amounts of fish, also enter Australian waters. The move from traditional fishing to more commercial and organised fishing impacts our ecosystem and threatens our domestic fishing industry.
Yeah, this is the catch we've found on board this vessel. This is shark fin. It's been cut from the body of the shark. The rest of the shark's been thrown over the side.
Customs and Navy patrol boats apprehend hundreds of foreign fishing boats every year. However, it is also Customs' role to process illegal fishermen from the time they arrive on the mainland until they are transferred to immigration custody or prosecuted. The problem of illegal fishing is not limited to Australia's northern waters. More than 4,000 kilometres southwest of Australia lie Heard Island and the McDonald Islands. These islands and the waters around them are in Australia's territorial zone and home to a fragile environment as well as a valuable domestic fishery. With average temperatures of 3 degrees centigrade, year-round ice and snow, and mountainous seas, Customs is on patrol in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. Working with the Australian Fisheries Management Authority, Customs operates a dedicated patrol ship, the Oceanic Viking, in the Southern Ocean. The 105-metre-long vessel is fitted with machine guns and high-speed boarding craft to intercept vessels suspected of fishing illegally. Customs' job is to protect this fragile environment and stop international poachers who target the rare and valuable Patagonian toothfish, killing thousands of endangered seabirds in the process. The Patagonian toothfish is found only in the icy waters of the Antarctic, and fishing of the species is strictly controlled to ensure that it does not become extinct. When not patrolling in the Southern Ocean, the Oceanic Viking is available to support Border Protection Command operations around Australia's coastline. This is possible due to cooperation with France, which also has vessels patrolling French waters in the Southern Ocean. It means that there's always someone on watch. Patrolling and watching our seas and our coastline is crucial to protecting Australia. Customs continues to develop and deploy a world-class mix of aerial surveillance, on-the-water patrols and highly trained people. It makes a major contribution to the whole of government efforts of the Border Protection Command in managing the security and integrity of Australia's borders. Whether in the far reaches of the Southern Ocean, the tropical waters of Northern Australia or any part of our coastline, Customs is on patrol 24 hours a day. Customs, protecting our borders.